Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, and feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin on our backs. You can come into a savasana type position. Go ahead and spread out. Either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. Start to slow down your breath. Feeling as much as you can. And anytime you notice you've gotten caught up in thought or checked out, just as soon as you notice, see if you can come back to the simplicity of just feeling. You might start by feeling your breath. That's always happening right now. Feeling the sensations of whatever pose, shape you're in right now. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out really long through your arms and legs. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. Releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Nice big circles. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, supporting your leg in the way that it makes sense for you. So you might have your elbow on the floor, leg resting into your hand, could hold somewhere else. Try and keep the left leg grounded, pressing down through the back of the left hip and left knee. Let's release, bend the right knee, bring it across for a spinal twist. Open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, letting your fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Feel what's touching the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, grounding the back of the right leg down. Let's straighten the left leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. grounding down through the back of the right leg. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee, feeling what's here. And then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal, fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. Drop your feet to the floor. Let's set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up. And down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. And release down. Bring your right knee in and your left elbow towards your knee, and then stretch your right leg really long. Bring it in and reach it out. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. Two more. Last one. Let's switch sides. Left knee in, right elbow across, and then stretch it out. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. One more. Let's release, bring both legs up. We're going to outwardly rotate the legs and then bring one leg in front of the other and switch back and forth as quickly as you can as you slowly lower your legs towards the floor. When it gets difficult to keep the lower back on the floor, head back up. Slow lower and lifts, quick little switches, strong, active legs, but see if you can relax your face. Keep the breath deep. One more, lower and lift. And then release, knees in, little circle or rock. Let's make our way up to sitting and come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Set your hands shoulder width apart near the front of the mat. Step the feet back, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. Then come into your back bend, and this could be as low or high as you like. Little baby cobra. Or you might test the waters coming up higher. How is this now? Wherever you are, shoulders back and down so the neck is nice and long. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Take your time getting into each pose. If there's some movement that helps you here, you might pedal out your feet a little bit or shift your hips side to side. Apply what you know, everything you've learned so far. No matter how much or little you already know, still be curious. What am I feeling? What am I noticing? Let's drop the knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. And just remember that you can always rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another, and let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Maybe take a sway or shake out here. Bend the knees a little more and slowly roll up and all the way up to standing. One vertebrae at a time, stacking up. Let's come up to the front of the mat into mountain pose, Utkatasana. Bring hands together at the heart. Feet can be together or apart. Take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for all of your transitions. And then rest in the shape that feels like a rest for you. So that could be down dog. We're going to take 5 breaths. Could also be child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee to your chest. Start circling this bent right knee, really trying to get to the full range of motion, especially the places that may be a little tighter or weaker, more awkward. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher. And then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Hips low. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your right wrist. Take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Heart high. Hips low. Last breath here. Arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor. Or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go, like ragdoll. Let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretching the left leg as straight and long and high as you can. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. Last breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. Feel what you are doing, whatever that is. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Settle in, sink low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it across, little side bend. Come over to the other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind the back. Other thumb on top this time, the way you don't normally cross. Lift the heart. Hips low. Release, arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Hands to the floor or to blocks. Reach the right leg long. Let your head release. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. And then settle into a good rest for you, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, or something else. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders low, fingers high. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's interlace fingers behind the back. Lift the chest. And try warrior 3 with fingers linked. So you can first find your balance on the right foot. Find a straight line from your torso to your back leg. And then tip forward at whatever amount you're able. So parallel to the floor is one option. It's not the only option. Prioritize that your hips are square. Torso and back leg are connected. Supporting leg can be bent or straight. Long back of the neck connected to the rest of the spine. Last breath here. Step back, warrior 1. Release. Make your way to down dog. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Interlace fingers behind the back, other thumb on top. Lift the chest. Find your balance. Find the angle that suits you, warrior 3. How much can you feel here? The objective isn't to be able to do things you can't do, but as you go in the direction of full expression and meet your edge, how much can you feel in that edgy place? Can you open up perception here? Last breath. Step back, warrior 1. Release through your movement transition. Back to a good rest. Let go of all of that. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's come into a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. From here, see if you can find balance on just the right foot by lifting the left foot off the floor. Step the left foot back, finding high lunge twist. Feel free to adjust your footing, adjust your arms. Eventually taking arms straight, either on the outside or inside of that front leg. Take a little rock front to back. And then windmill the arms up and around, opening out to warrior two. Adjust your footing if need be. Check on your alignment. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. Release both hands to the floor. Let's square off the hips for pyramid. So you can take a little step in with the back foot, draw the right hip back, and then set up for revolve triangles. So your left hand can be on your foot, your ankle, the floor, or a block. And the floor or block could be just to the inside or outside of your foot. Right hand can start at your lower back. Trying to tell, are your hips square? Can you pull that right hip back even more? And roll open through the right shoulder, and then extend right arm high. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. Feeling what you are doing. I'm just taking one thing at a time. From down dog, let's step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Come into a twist, other side. Right elbow across. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. And then start to find your balance when you're ready on your left foot this time. You might play hot potato with your right toes on the floor. Step the right foot back. Twisting, high lunge. Feel free to take a moment to get your footing settled, get the arms settled. Breath slow and deep. Extend the arms straight, either on the inside or outside of the front leg. Little rock front to back. And then windmill up and around. Warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Finding your full expression, given everything you know, everything you're able to do. Last breath here. Release. Hands to the floor, square off for pyramid pose. You might take a little step in with that back foot, draw the left hip back. You can bring your right hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor, either directly on the inside or outside of the front foot. Left hand can start at your lower back. Draw that left hip back. Going towards a straight line through the arms. They may not be straight, just go in that direction, towards a long torso, all four sides. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. Letting go. settle into a good resting pose. Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. Try and square off the hips. Feel free to add support under the right hip, and we're gonna do some back leg variations here. So you might just stay upright, holding here. If you wanna try a back leg variation, you can bend the back leg, grab hold of the inside of the foot, and then kick your foot into your hand. This can help open up the front of the shoulder. Still try and square the hips towards the front. Still try and drop the hips towards the floor. Second variation here, draw your heel in. Still trying to sink hips towards the floor, quad stretch, hip flexor stretch here. There are several other back leg variations. If there's another one you know or want to try, you're welcome to explore what's possible for you now. And whenever you're done with the upright variations, let's fold. Let's bring the upper body back up. You can make your way back to down dog. Maybe there's some movement transition that would feel right for you. Maybe wiggle around a little bit. Just integrating what you've just done, feeling the difference on the two sides. When you're ready, pigeon left side. Slide the left knee forward, scoot back through the right leg. Set up support if support is useful. You can take whatever variations you did on the other side. So if you started by bending the back leg, grabbing the inside of the foot, kicking your foot into your hand, begin there. Take the time you need for everything, really listening for the rightness of it. Draw your heel in, quad stretch variation if you did take that on the other side. And then release. Folding forward if you haven't done so already. What is there to release here? Last breath here. Let's come back up, make your way through any movement transition, using this to even out the two sides. Let's come all the way through to sitting. We'll get set up for a supported fish. If you know how you like to do this, you can come right into it. Otherwise, experiment. So something is going to go behind the upper back. This thing could be as low as a tiny roll of a blanket, as high as a big block, anywhere in between. The harder and higher the thing you choose, the more intense it will be. The softer and smaller the thing you choose, the less intense it will be. So find your appropriate level of intensity. Depending on how high the thing you choose is, you may need something else to support your head so that your chin isn't way up in the air, but instead dropped in the back of the neck long. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Knees can be bent or straight, but try and have the legs relaxed. If there's gripping in the lower back, tuck your tail towards your heels. If there's still pain or gripping, try doing this with your feet on the floor. And then allow the weight of your body to just melt over your props. Letting go. Keep seeing if there's anything else to release here. In order to come out of this gently, you could interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. Lean to one elbow, move your stuff out of your way. And then roll down and rest, just feeling the effect of where you were, how it is now. Let's take a supported bridge now. So something is going to go behind the sacrum. Could be 1 block, 2 blocks, stack of books, bolster, foam roller, firm cushion. So again, the harder and higher the thing, the more intense, the softer and lower, the less intense. So play around with it. You want this lower than the lower back. So it's the flat bony area at the base of the spine, top of the buttocks. Once you have your props in place, rest your hips down. You can bring your right knee to your chest, grab hold of it, hug it in close, and then straighten the other leg, your left leg, and let that straight left leg hang. So there's a nice opening through the front of the left hip. The more you hug your right knee in, the more you let that left leg hang, the more of an opening there can be there. Let's switch the legs. Bring your left knee in. Straighten the right leg long. The more you hug the left knee in, the more you let that right leg hang, the more of an opening there can be in the front of the right hip. When you feel even on the two sides, come to a neutral shape. So it could be both knees in, could be both legs straight, either up in the air or along the floor. We'll take just a couple of breaths, settling into stillness here. How much can you let go? Can you be here with even less effort? And then When you're ready, you can bring your feet back to the floor, move your props out of your way, and just check in with your body. What else is needed to feel complete in this practice? Is there any last pose or stretch? Anything you want to do to finish things up? Could be anything or nothing. If nothing's needed, go ahead and get as comfortable as you can in your final resting pose. You may want to put on extra layers or grab props, cover up with something. Take your time. If there's a part of your body that could use some help letting go, you could do a little self-massage. Eventually settling into stillness, letting go. Letting go of the control of your breath, letting go of doing anything. And then slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking up wrists and ankles and stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in, roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. Thank you for supporting me in all the ways you do. A really great way is just sharing what I'm doing with others. Then that can spread, and income is wonderful, and spreading the word also kind of can translate into income and also impact, which matters to me as well. So thank you for contributing in whatever ways you're able. Have a great day.